Payments Manager extension, or CPM for short, allows you to integrate your Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central software to Stripe's digital payment platform. This gives you the freedom to work with an external solution that meets your payment processing and collection needs while still being able to use your ERP system. CPM is embedded directly within your Business Central environment, allowing for a streamlined communication between Business Central and Stripe. A primary component of setting up your CPM solution is the configuration of what is called the payment platform. The payment platform contains the necessary links and credentials for you to access your external Stripe account. The payment platform also has a number of setup and configuration options that allow you to determine the manner in which payments are retrieved and processed in Business Central. In a separate video, we walked through the process of initially setting up a payment platform. However, as you can see here on my screen, there are a number of other fields that can be configured for this record. This video will walk through the setup fields on the Accounting Fast tab and talk about their purpose. Please note that these fields are all tied to separate processes, and the purpose of this video is not meant to be a detailed discussion of these processes, but rather just to provide some basic understanding of what these fields do and how they can or should be set up. Suite Engine is in the process of creating additional how-to videos that provide a deeper walkthrough of individual business processes. Please be sure to review them for a more full understanding of the functionality. So one of the greatest strengths of CPM is the manner in which it properly takes the accounting considerations relating to the way in which Stripe operates into account. For Stripe, there are two payment collection components, what we call the payment and the payout. So the payment is the collection of payment from a customer, and this is instantly recorded in Stripe. However, the amount of this payment is not immediately dispersed to you, the vendor. Instead, what Stripe will do is deposit all open payments into an identified account on a recurring basis, typically daily. CPM will keep your Business Central environment in sync with this two-part process by retrieving and processing both payment and payout transactions. So now that I've explained that, let's take a look at these fields, starting with the clearing GL account number. This is the account to which payments, not payouts, will be posted. And this would be something like a balance sheet asset account that represents your Stripe balance. So let's use a simple example. If a customer provides a credit card payment and pays $100, this $100 would be retrieved by Business Central from Stripe and posted to this clearing account. Now, as we said, at some point, Stripe is going to disperse that $100, as well as any other open payment amounts, to a defined payout account. This information is specified in these next two fields. We can indicate that the payout should be recorded to either a GL account or bank account in Business Central. And depending on our selection here, we then specify the balancing account in this second field. So returning to our example, when Stripe pays out that $100 to our bank account, CPM will retrieve that payout to Business Central, and it will post it to the account we've specified here, our checking bank account in this case. As part of that process, the balance activity to posting to this checking account, the balancing activity is recorded to this same clearing account, effectively washing it out. Stripe also charges a fee per transaction. And again, this is a high-level review of the setup fields. I won't get in depth into how the fees impact the clearing account and payout activity amounts. But in general, we have this fee GL account number, and this is typically you would specify some sort of expense account. So CPM retrieves these fees from Stripe and records them to the account specified here. CPM also offers what is called the transaction worksheet. This is or will be covered in greater depth in another video. But essentially, whenever CPM retrieves a payment or any other record from Stripe and it's unable to process it for whatever reason, maybe a linkage doesn't exist or there's some sort of error, uh, the transaction amount is entered in this transaction worksheet. From here, a user can review these entries and make a determination as to how they should be processed. And one of the options available to you on that worksheet is to send all worksheet entries to a default posting account. And this is really useful in scenarios where, let's say, you want to just record the revenue as quickly as possible, get it into your GL, and then maybe follow up or review further at a later time. When you execute this send worksheet entries to default posting account for the various, all or selected entries on this worksheet, CPM will automatically assign the account that's been specified here as that posting account on those worksheet lines. As you can see, there's a number of different options we can enter here. A typical way that this would be used would be a GL account, and it would be some sort of revenue account. And that's it for the accounting configurations that you'll want to define for your CPM payment platform. These are all pretty much mandatory. You want to complete the setup for all of these in order for CPM to really properly account for the financial transactions that are occurring between Business Central and Stripe. Um, as you can see, we have other fast tabs on the payment platform card that allow you to configure other aspects of how activities will be processed. For information on how to set the fields on these other fast tabs up, please review the relevant videos.